So Griffin wants to know, Professor Wolters, how much free time do professors have during the week? Well, during the semester, there isn't actually a lot of free time because professors have multiple things they have to do. And we've talked about that in some of our other videos, but looking at the free time, a lot of it will depend on how many classes your professor is actually teaching. Now, I'm not talking just about sections of classes, but different classes, because the more classes you have to prep, the more time that takes up. And that's why if a professor is teaching a class for the very first time, they don't have a lot of free time because they literally are making slides, doing the research to understand what would work in that situation, and it really eats up a lot of time. I know for me, when I have a new class for a semester, I basically have no free time during the semester because I'm literally looking for examples, I'm looking for talks, I'm looking for, things to talk about in class to really make the class more impactful. So it really takes up a lot of time. However, the longer I teach a class, the more I have the things already prepared. That gives me a lot more free time. So that's why you'll see professors who like to teach classes multiple times, because it does save a lot of time when it comes to prep work. And that can literally be extra free hours every week to spend with your family, maybe spend on your research, something like that. Because what you have to realize is some professors, their main focus of their job is doing research, and that can take hours reading all the background papers, running the analysis, interpreting that analysis, figuring out what it means, and then applying and sending it off to different journals. Oh my gosh, that's a headache in itself. That I don't know if it gives you more free time, but you definitely lose a lot of sleep with it. So I guess in a way it gives you more free time. But yeah, I would say professors don't have a super lot of free time when they're working on all these things, and it really comes down to a normal 9 to 5, 9 to 6 job, or like me, I have an 8 o'clock class, so 7 in the morning to get there. There's these things. But yeah, no, I mean, it's not like professors have a ton of extra time as other people do, but it really depends on where they are in their teaching and their research, and where they are in terms of what kind of professor they are. Like I'm a teaching professor, so therefore I teach 6 classes a year, right? And then other professors might only teach 3, but then they have to do a lot of research and publish in big journals, so that will take up a lot of their time there. So that's why sometimes when you go see your professor, you see that, hey, they're not teaching this semester. What's going on? Oh no, they might not be teaching, but that doesn't mean they're not working, because they might be working on a huge research project, and that's taking up even more time than teaching. Okay, so Griffin, I hope that answers your question. Do professors have a ton of free time? Not really, but sometimes a little bit better when you're teaching the same course you taught before. I will give you that. So if you have any questions, let us know in the comments below, and I'll say bye from here in Brazil.